Hello everyone, my name is Brian Reyes and welcome to another Daily Devotional. Now today we're going to be reading page September 16. And the title of today is called Good Grief. Good Grief. The verse of the day is in Revelation chapter 21 verses 3 to 5. I heard a voice thunder from the throne. Look, look, God has moved into the neighborhood, making his home with men and women. They're his people. He's their God. He'll wipe every tear from their eyes. Death is gone for good. Tears gone. Crying gone. Pain gone. All the first order things gone. The enthroned continued. Look, I'm making everything new. Write it all down. Each word dependable and accurate. A 17-year-old boy I know watched his father die from lung cancer within a year of his diagnosis. One of my 13-year-old student lost her mom to cancer. Another girl I know was 10 when her dad died suddenly. Death is no respecter of age. The people who died were not what we would call old. All three of these kids were very young when they lost their parents, even though there were 7 years between the youngest and the oldest. Grief is awful. It's painful. Being physically wrenched from someone you love hurts. You may even say that there's nothing good about it at all. But there really are a couple good things about grief. For one thing, it gives us a measure of comparison. We already know that death is devastating. If you've ever stood by the side of a freshly dug grave and watched someone you love being lowered in, you know how devastating death can be. Compare that feeling with heaven. In heaven, there won't be any more death and dying. It'll be over, finished. No one will ever die again. Can you imagine how awesomely wonderful that would be? Grief also gives us the opportunity to rely on God for comfort. People can be comforting during times of loss, but God is the ultimate comfort. Only He knows what it is really like. For 3 days he lost his son. He knows the kind of suffering we endure when we lose someone. We also can't wait to come back and wipe away our tears for good. The other good thing about grief is that it gives us the opportunity to comfort one another. It especially gives Christians the chance to share with the people for their faith and hope. We can tell people about the time coming when there won't be any more tears or sorrow, when death will be just a faint memory of something unpleasant that used to happen when we were on this dark earth. And yeah, it is getting a little bit dark in this room. In heaven, we'll hardly be able to remember the sadness we passed through when we lost someone. Everything will be new. God will be in the neighborhood living with us, making his home with us. I hope he lives right next door, don't you? So obviously, seeing your loved ones die is not wonderful. But there are good things about grief. You can pray to God to comfort you. And this also gives you the chance to say that one day there will be no tears and no pain. And when we get to heaven, death will never exist. This has been another daily devotional. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.